Alright, welcome to video 2. This video will focus on wavy layers, blended contour, and controlled scribbles. At the end of my last video, I explained that I put a light coating or light shading of each of my squares, so that way there's no white space left over. That's something you could do if you want, but it's not required. You'll also notice that I added these little signs that say 3 colors: light, medium, and dark, and I'm going to go over what that is. If you'd like to put that on your own worksheet, please go ahead and do so, but it's not a requirement. As long as you follow along what these symbolize, you'll be in good shape. So let me go ahead and switch to my color pencil. Okay. And first, I'm going to actually choose my lightest color. This one, you again are going to need 3 colors. Helps if you have analogous colors, but not all colors in color pencils are analogous colors. For example, if you want to do pink, pink's not on the color wheel, but it would work really well for pink, light purple, and dark purple, or you could do pink, red, and purple. So pink will work together. Again, use that link to the color calculator from last week to help you out. Alright, so wavy layers. Let me zoom in, and we'll go right over here. So for wavy layers, what you want to do is go ahead and make a bunch of wavy lines, similar to, oh, am I on the right layer? There we go. You want to go ahead and draw a bunch of wavy lines like that, and you are going to go ahead and draw this all the way up with your lightest color. That's what this means. Your lightest color is going to go all the way to the top. And I also did a light coloring with my lightest color in the background to hide the white. Okay, and I am rushing this because if I don't rush this, this video will drag on and on. Just because I'm going this fast does not mean I want you to go this fast. Okay, so I'm going to use light blue, dark blue, and purple. Those are going to be my 3 colors. So my medium color is going to be my dark blue. When in doubt, when you don't know what color is lighter or darker, if you actually squint and look through your eyelashes, the colors that are closer, the brightest and the darkest colors will stand out. You'll see the contrast. So you'll be able to easily tell which one's lighter or darker. Okay, again, you do that by squinting through your eyelashes. So I have my middle color, and I'm going to go ahead and repeat the same step. You can go right over and overlap the lines that you've already drawn. But you see, I'm only going to go up to about this high right here. So I'm going to keep going. Let's see, I'm going to stop when I feel I'm high enough. There we go. And next I'm going to switch to my darker color, which is my purple, and I'm going to go only about 1/3 of the way up. And by doing this, I create a layered effect, but I also create value. I could shade something like this with this texture, and it'll make it look almost 3-dimensional if I choose to use this. Okay, so that's wavy layering. Okay, so for next one, I'm just going to use one color. Okay, and I'm going to use my dark green. Now I want to show you a couple different things. First, if I went to go draw lines on this and I did lines just straight across like this, that's going to look a lot different than if I did. Let me go ahead and delete that layer, and let's see. So this looks more curved this way. Let me turn that one off. The reason why is because these lines are curving with the contour of the actual shape. If I had a square and these lines weren't curved, then I could have used straight lines. But if these are curved lines, it only makes sense to curve with, to shade with curved lines to make it look 3-dimensional. If I went through the effort to draw something 3D and I drew straight lines on it, it's ruining that illusion. Let me tilt this a little bit, actually this way, and I gotta zoom out. So this is actually with your wrist. It's really difficult to draw perfectly straight lines. When you draw, your wrist actually pivots. You have a natural curve. Okay, pardon the joke, but look at the flick of that wrist. Okay, see how it curves like that? So if you use that to your advantage, you can draw really nice curved lines when you go all the way up here. Okay, and then I just like to double them up in the center. That kind of makes it look more 3D. It makes it look like there's a little bit of a shadow right here. This is going to come into play with our next worksheet with something called hatching. This is sometimes called contour hatching. But I think you get the idea. It's just curving your lines to curve with the form of the object. Okay, and then the last, controlled scribbling, very, very similar to our example with light, medium, and dark. I need 3 colors. Helps if they're analogous. I'm going to get my color pencil again, my random layering pencil, and it's exactly what it sounds like. You're going to scribble, but you're going to control where you scribble. In that, you're going to control to make sure it stays in the box. So I'm just scribbling. The more space you fill up, the lighter or the less white you're going to see. Okay, so that's going to be my middle layer or my light layer. I'm going to go to my middle color, which is going to be my, let's switch to a lighter orange, like a yellow orange. Okay, and you see my medium color only goes about that high. Now, if I do this, and then as I start shading or scribbling, I'm going to make my scribbles kind of space out and get further apart. See how I scribbled? The orange is much closer here, but up here the orange kind of gets more spaced out. From a distance, that's going to make it look more of a smooth transition. It looks like it blends into that yellow because I spaced out that orange. Okay, and now I'm going to go ahead and use my red orange, and I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing just for the darks, just about right here. So now it looks like I got red orange fading into yellow. Okay, so those are those 3 techniques. Our next video will focus on layered curls, checks, and change in pressure. And just like before, when the video starts, you're going to notice that I have a little bit of value here to prevent white from showing through. I'll see you at the next video.